Welcome, students. We're going to take a look at our exploded view drawing in this next series of videos. We're going to break this up into two parts. In this part, we're going to create an animation. In the next video, we're going to use that animation to make our exploded view drawing. And again, if you look at our proficiency table or you think back to conversations we've had in class, to be at that proficient or that 3 level, we need to be able to make dimension drawings from our CAD/CAM program. Right? So our CAD/CAM program is Fusion. Modeling up the parts is one of the big steps. And now we're going to start working on the drawing part, kind of the last key component to getting you to that 3 level. So in Fusion, there's some different environments. You may or may not have known this. If we go over where it says design and click the drop down, we're going to change to the animation environment. And when you get into the animation environment, your screen might look something like this. What I'd like you to do is zoom out. So we got a little bit of space around your cube. And then we're going to place that puzzle cube kind of centered in our window. And if it wasn't already, I would recommend clicking on one of the corners of your cube so we've got a nice isometric view, right, of what the cube looks like. And so think of this kind of like your answer key is what we're creating. We're going to move 4 of the 5 pieces out now to show how they go together. Right? So I clicked on this transform, and it looked like I already had one piece selected. I'm going to click escape here, and I'll show you how I did that again. So let's say I want to move this orange piece on the back corner. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to transform, and then I'm going to grab one of these arrow grips, and I'm going to pull that orange piece off in a direction that makes sense. Right? Since this orange piece is on the back corner, to me, it makes sense to pull it kind of to the back away from my project like so. Okay, I wouldn't want to drag it through because that would get confusing. All right, this goes on the back side. So I'm going to drag it back here. A good exploded view drawing, which is what we're going to create from this, should have separation between all the pieces, and we should be able to see kind of the whole contour, the whole isometric view of the shape. And now we're going to come back here to this transform components menu. This used to default to on, now it defaults to off. It's kind of annoying. We're going to click trail line visibility and turn that on, and then click OK. Right, so you can see my orange piece now. If I click off of it to deselect it, it's pulled back from my part, and I've got this trail line showing how it connects to the others. Right? So we're just going to keep repeating that now for each of my other parts. Right? Again, I'm just grabbing the grip, dragging it in one direction. I'm not doing a jogged line. Just going in one direction, turning my trail line visibility on, and then moving those parts around. And so now I might pick my yellow one back here. And we're going to slide that to the back, turn our lines on. And I think the last one I've got says red. I'm going to leave the purple in the middle. Like I said at the beginning, we're only going to move 4 around. I'll move this purple back, and that will show how they all fit together. All right, now, if you look at this and you're going, ooh, I goofed up one of my transitions, it doesn't look quite right, you can come down to the bottom here, and you can right-click and go to Edit Action, and it'll bring those lines back up. You could change where stuff is. Sometimes it's just as easy to start fresh here. Not only can you bring those lines up, you did create a little bit of a video. So if we come down here, again, it looks like they've changed it. Here's our play button. And we click play. You can see how this transforms from a solid cube into those 5 individual parts. Right? If we wanted to slow that down, I can take the progress bar here. I can drag and make these longer. I can even make them stepped if I want to show one moving after the other. Okay. In all honesty, you're not going to do anything visual with this. If you were presenting to maybe the board of this Superior Furniture Manufacturing Company, you might use this video. We're just going to turn it into a CAD drawing here eventually. But if you want to mess around with the transitions a little bit on here, you can see how me moving that around. I made my video act a little bit differently. All right, you're more than welcome to. So that's what we want to do. We're going to use this screenshot here at the end in our next video. So once you've got this looking good, you can stop this video and move on to the next one.